Yes, just a second. So hello everyone, and a very warm good afternoon to yet another empowering edition of the Vibe Life, a Hexalog. The Vibe that stands for Women Inspire, Build, and Enhance is a platform dedicated to fostering women's excellence. It brings together women doctors from diverse specialties to share knowledge, leadership experiences, and personal journeys that inspire both growth and collaboration. There are four fundamental pillars that form this vibe: the physical well being, mental health, financial wisdom, and professional excellence. Through its various initiatives, the Vibe strives to build a strong community of women professionals who uplift one another and redefine the landscape of healthcare leadership. I'm Dr. Ritu Johari, consultant diabetologist and metabolic expert, practicing in western suburbs of Mumbai. I have a unique, diverse background with a decade and a half spent in the pharma industry, followed by last half a decade treating diabetes, thyroid, and obesity. Besides clinical practice, I also contribute to research and medical writing as co founder of RFECT, a medical marketing agency. But what brings me the most pleasure in sharing is introduction of this exclusive initiative, The Vibe, as founder of one of its kind platform that targets fostering women excellence. I'm blessed to be complimented by my husband, who's an orthopedic surgeon, and our family feels complete with a teen son and a toddler daughter. With that, two things that I want to tell you separately today. First of all,
Yes.
we have a live wire with us today, which is Dr. Manisha Katikar, a neuroanesthetist. And the other one, our best friend, Dr. Rukia Surya Sheikh, will be joining us shortly. I'm sure you can feel her absence. She is just landed at Heathrow Airport and will be joining us live from there. With that, may I take the honor to ask Dr. Lotika to introduce herself.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome so much to Dr. Manisha Kartikar. I am Dr. Lotika Purohit, a diabetologist and lifestyle medicine physician, and a co founder of this unique initiative called the Vibe. Besides that, I'm part of the national faculty of the Research Society for Study of Diabetology in India and a visiting faculty at JJ Group of Hospitals. But this initiative, which we have for the last over 6 months, gives us a lot of happiness where we have a lot of meaningful conversations with a star speaker, a women physician who has achieved so much in her sphere. I hand over to Dr. Kavita Rane for her introduction.
Hello everyone, good afternoon ma'am. Namaskar. I'm Dr. Kavita Rane. I have been a diabetes and obesity expert practicing at Chembur at Rane Hospital. My clinic is called Diabetes Total, which is at Rane Hospital and Apollo Spectra in Devnar. I am also the director of operations at Rane Hospital in Chembur. We have a OT and cath lab and a cardiac cath lab in Chembur at Rane Hospital. Apart from doing this, I have a few hobbies. I love art. I love abstract art. I love to visit galleries. I love EDM music, and I love this Wednesday forum called the Wednesday Vibe Live. And I'm so happy to be here with all of you guys. Over to Dr. Pranjali.
Thank you so much, Kavita, and good afternoon, ma'am, Dr. Manisha. So I'm Dr. Pranjali Shah, Director and Chief Diabetologist at Diabetes Clinic. And I also handle internal operations at iHeal, which is Complete Vision Care Center, led by my husband, Dr. Kaushal Shah. Apart from treating young diabetics and help them live longer and stronger, now I'm also into community medicine where I love creating awareness. And as a program from Vibe, now we have launched a Vibe outreach program. So we are going to soon launch our services for multi-speciality doctors to Karjat and rural areas. Uh, and I also, if you don't see me in my clinic on weekdays, so you on weekends, you will see me doing hiking, doing farming, and helping animals in the animal shelters. Over to you, Dr. Ritu.
Thank you so much, girls. With that, first of all, a very warm welcome, Dr. Manisha. It is truly an honor to have you with us on the Vibe Live today. And, you know,
Thanks a lot.
I just have a quick question for you, ma'am. So,
Sure.
I do understand that, when it comes to neuro anesthesia, and I'm sure, a lot of questions will come in your way about it. How did you feel? What was the first reaction that you had when you were invited for the Vibe Live?
When I was first invited, I thought joining from 3 or 4 o'clock, it's going to be very tough and difficult because our OT usually goes on till 4 or 5 o'clock. So I have to adjust right from morning, right from getting up early, adjusting.
Yeah.
Luckily, my surgeon is my husband only, so I could manage
Wow.
everything. But there was some, but I was excited when I went on Google and searched for your this
Yes.
teamwork. I was excited to participate.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And truly, that effort of you waking up early, plus, of course, sir, trying to finish the case on time. Thank you. I think we're really privileged to have, those supports. So, for our dear audience, I want to share with you that, today's topic is grace under pressure. A woman leader's journey in precision, purpose, and performance. Hey, Rukia, welcome. So we have Rukia joining us from Heathrow Airport. Oh, we dropped her. So we'll get her as soon as she's here. So the topic for today is Grace Under Pressure, a woman leader's journey in precision, purpose, and performance. Some professions demand knowledge and some demand skill, but a very few demand the ability to make life altering decisions in moments that have immense pressure. In critical care or neuroanesthesia, every second actually counts, every decision matters, and what makes the difference is calm judgment. So, the ability to remain composed amidst uncertainty and think clearly even when under pressure and lead with confidence is not just a professional skill but a leadership trait. Today, our speaker has actually spent her career mastering exactly that balance of precision, purpose, and performance. That's how we came up to the topic for Dr. Manisha Katikar. So, first of all, again, saying that I'll just take few lines about Dr. Manisha Katikar. She's a very strong voice of the ISA, the International Society of the Indian Society of Anesthesiology. She has been the GC member between 22 to 25. She's the Dean College of ISA CME PG Assembly and Workshops. She's been the past president, vice president, secretary, editor, you name it, and she's been that GC member, Maharashtra ISA. She's been the past president secretary of the SAS organization. She's organized reel competitions, blog writing competitions, singing star ISA competitions. So very active indeed. She's been the scientific committee member of the ISA Con 2025 Raipur, leading role in organization of ISA National IWD celebration, leading role in ISA Guru Purnima celebration, has sponsored CMEs being led by her, specialty expert private practitioners modules have been led by her, and also some podcast series and art and literary club as well, and has written chapters and books as well. So this dynamic woman, Dr. Manisha Katikar, is all thoroughly, a winner, an achiever in all the fields that she hails from. So welcome, heartily welcome to you, ma'am, for the Vibe Live Hexalog, and a quick welcome to Rukia, and then over to you, Dr. Kavita, for your first segment.
I wanna give a moment to Dr. Rukia to introduce herself. So please go ahead.
Hello, ma'am, and good morning, everyone from Heathrow. So it's 10 in the morning here, and I'm Dr. Rukia Surya Sheikh. I'm a diabetes and a thyroid specialist. I practice in Mulund. And over a period of years, I have realized that, more than numbers that we are seeing, it's more important to understand our patients while we are just treating their numbers. While I love to see what I do. Uh, I also enjoy is traveling. I enjoy painting. I enjoy my gym workouts. I love to play carom. And what brings me most joy are these Wednesday vibe lives that even if I'm traveling, I don't want to miss it. And I want to make sure that I'm a part of it. So really looking forward to hear from you, ma'am, today and having these wonderful conversations. Thank you, ma'am, for being here
Welcome.
on Vibe.
It is wonderful to see you from London, Heathrow Station, Heathrow Airport. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm traveling to Canada, and this is a long layover while I am here. So while y'all started, I was in the security check line. I said, okay, I'll just be coming soon.
So nice of you.
Lucky us. So let's move on to segment one, ma'am. So this is about the journey of excellence. So the making of Dr. Manisha, amidst plethora of medical branches, your choice of neuroanesthesia calls out your passion for detail and precision. This segment traverses the intertwined trajectory of your personal and professional lives. So you secured the first rank in DA and second rank in MD anesthesia. So, anesthesiology at Mumbai University. So, looking back, what do you think made the difference?
The looking back, if I see, I think the most important decision and opportunities that I received or I got that made the difference in my life. After MBBS, I had secured admission for MD Medicine at Government Medical College, Nagpur. I did my undergraduation from Nagpur Government Medical College. But somehow circumstances came in my life in such a way. I got married, I came to Mumbai, and I decided to join my future studies in Mumbai at one of the colleges. But at that stage, I made a different choice. I joined diploma in anesthesia at JJ Hospital, Mumbai. It was a very big decision made at a young age. Whether it was a correct decision at that stage or not was I'm not very sure that time. But then I was interested in medicine, and somebody told me medicine is just like anesthesia. So if you join anesthesia, the basic thing what made me to join anesthesia was I wanted to stay in Mumbai with my husband. So frankly speaking, it's my commitment not towards anesthesia, but commitment towards my family that I wanted to stay in Mumbai rather than going back to Nagpur, joining MD medicine in Nagpur.
Yeah.
I continued to do my DA in Mumbai. So
Right.
a major influence was created by one of my teacher in Mumbai in JJ Hospital, Dr. Konvilkar Madam. She was the head of the department of neuroanesthesiology, and she guided me that you don't have to stop at DA. You have to pursue your MD, but then you need to either give an entrance exam to get the MD admission in Mumbai, or you have to go back to Nagpur. I had left MD medicine. I was not sure whether I'll get admission to in Nagpur. So or you top your DA exams. In Mumbai, in Tata Hospital, there are Bombay University's Master of Anesthesia degrees which you can join. And that gave me some ambition. I topped my DA and then I entered Tata Memorial Hospital for my MD. I got an admission immediately after passing my DA. And then if there is ambition, you go on doing something. So that's the way
Yes.
I started my UG and PG studies. And
That's
God was
very
with
true.
me. My luck was with
Yeah.
me. So I topped exams for DA and came second in Mumbai University in MD.
Wow. Also, your family was with you, which is a big, big
Yeah.
support. Which is
So,
why, yeah,
First 2 years,
yeah,
my family was with me, but then
yeah.
my
Okay.
husband, he finished all his studies and he left for Solapur, where I'm staying at this moment. And I
Okay.
continued in Tata in Mumbai. So the initial decision of not of staying away from him at Nagpur, but later on I continued to stay in Mumbai in the campus of Tata Memorial Hospital.
Okay. So moving on, was there a defining moment or mentor, family member who inspired you to choose anesthesiology and eventually neuroanesthesia?
Yeah, anesthesia was never into my dreams, frankly speaking. I was about to join family medicine, as I told you. But there was some kind of court case going on that time when we joined our residency. So I came to Mumbai because I got married and I met Dr. Shirolkar sir, who was a good family friend, and he was dean of JJ Hospital that time. And he somehow changed my perspective to look towards anesthesia. His knowledge, confidence, then his passion for anesthesia, that really, I mean to say, has inspired me to choose anesthesia. He told me the importance, if you are interested in medicine, then definitely you will do well in anesthesia. That's what he told me. And it definitely turned out to be very true as I started learning anesthesia. And then, yeah, as I told you, definitely when I joined my diploma in anesthesia, there was some confusion in my mind whether I'm going to end up my life only with the qualification of diploma. But then I got these two mentors. One is Dr. Shirokar sir, who convinced me to join anesthesia in JJ, and then Dr. Konvilkar madam, who pursued me to do my MD from Tata Memorial Hospital, the world-class university, I can say, to do MD in anesthesia at that time. So, and eventually, my interest in anesthesia as well as neuroanesthesia developed during my journey in UG and PG days. I was fascinated by the complexity of brain surgeries when I was in working in neuro OT in JJ Hospital and then also in Tata Hospital. And the combination of critical care anesthesia along with neuroanesthesia, that was, I think, was the most important, which I liked during this journey. And definitely then after anesthesia, neuroanesthesia was my natural choice. So looking back, meeting Shirokar sir, meeting Konvilkar madam, and excellent training which I received in JJ as well as in Tata Hospital played a major role in my career.
True, true. So what were some of the biggest challenges early on in your career and how did you overcome them?
I must say that one of the biggest challenge was coming back to Sholapur after receiving the advanced training in Mumbai. There was a vast difference in anesthesia practice in the operation theaters at Tata Memorial Hospital and in the operation theaters at Solapur. So I was really well exposed to the highly specialized OT complexes and advanced monitoring and a good academic environment in Tata as well as in JJ. But when we returned back to Solapur, the challenge was to settle down professionally and adopt a totally different setup than what I had practiced all these years together. So things were not the same as as they were in Mumbai for me, and I had to learn how to apply my training in different clinical setups. So I think we are naturally good at adapting. We women are definitely naturally good at adapting at new situations. Throughout the life, we learn to adjust with so many things which go on changing with circumstances, and we balance many responsibilities. And that ability of a woman that definitely helped me to adopt this kind of pace also in my life. Instead of focusing on the differences at Mumbai as well as in Solapur, I focused on how I could use my training, my clinical experience to improve the patient care and contribute to my workplace. I settled down slowly, gained confidence in my Solapur practice, and definitely at this moment in my life, I have definitely built a fulfilling career. So looking back, that experience taught me what adaptability is and how you should, and it is, I feel it is one of the important quality for success in life as well as in medicine. So you need to change or adapt depending upon the situation. That's what I.
Very true, ma'am. Very true. Adaptability. Very true, ma'am. Thank you very much. Moving on to the next segment with Dr. Panjali.
Thanks a lot, Kavita. So, ma'am, my next segment is about neuroanesthesia, neurocritical care, and what's new. We know that neuroanesthesia is a specialty where every second counts, every decision can make a significant difference to patients' outcome. So, Dr. Manisha, with your vast experience in this field, we would love to hear your insights on. Um, we know that neuroanesthesia has evolved tremendously over the years. So, looking back, what advancement have excited you the most? And what innovations do you believe will shape the future of neuroanesthesia and neurocritical care?
Yeah, neuroanesthesia has definitely changed tremendously over the years. But the one development that has excited me the most is the availability of the newer anesthetic drugs. These drugs have made anesthesia much safer, more precise, and better tailored for the patient care. And that is what I think is the most important change that has happened over the years. We now have many good agents that are available with us that allow the faster recovery of the patient, smoother wake up of the patient from the neurosurgical case. We call it as a fast track neuroanesthesia, better control of brain physiology, and more predictable outcomes. And for a neuroanesthesiologist, it is again important to assess the patient at the end of surgery. So all these newer drugs have helped us to achieve a rapid and clear recovery. And I think this is one of the major advantage in today's neuroanesthesia or neurosurgical practice. So we have definitely advanced monitoring systems, good critical care, but along with that, these newer medications like remifentanil, like propofol, like dexmedetomidine have definitely improved patient safety and outcome. And I'm lucky enough and I'm excited to use these drugs and witness one of these great change that has been occurring or that has been evolving in neuroanesthesia and neurocritical care.
Lovely, ma'am. So, ma'am, this we know that your field is really like every second counts in your field, and quick decision making plays a very important role that changes the patient's actual outcome. So, in these high pressure situations, quick and accurate decisions are essential. So how do you feel? So, you were born with that decision making thing you feel since childhood, or do you think there are like experiences or something that plays a very important role in your life to take the decisions or shape your future, something like that, ma'am?
Yeah, I must confess that I'm not born with good decision making.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to adopt that and I had to cultivate that ability of good decision making. It and I think anyone who joins anesthesia, that ability is definitely gets slowly developed in that anesthesia person. And as anesthesiologists, we have to make important decisions many a times very rapidly. Those decisions might be very critical to that patient there because we face many challenging and stressful situations.
Yeah.
So I think with experience, training, exposure to different clinical CROs, we start learning this kind of good decision making, and we start to learn calm. We start to learn and as well as assess the situation and make the best possible decision. Every case, every patient, every new clinical scenario is a challenge to us, but it teaches us something. And that is why I feel the good decision making is a part of our anesthesia training. It is cultivated over the days of our training, or I would like to say that it is cultivated over the days of your practice. It is not that a thing that you will learn in your PG and then, okay, you have started now good decision making, so your post graduation is over. So it needs to every clinical case now also teaches us something or other, and that decision making at critical situations definitely helps to improve the patient outcome.
Ma'am, would you like to share any interesting case that still you remember that was the case, like that has helped you a lot in
Yeah,
shaping your decisions also that
yeah.
way?
It was very beginning of my practice, and I was practicing in some private setup. At 2 o'clock in the night, I had to take one patient for emergency craniotomy. It was a VIP patient. He had cardiac problems, and that patient belonged to the chairman, a relative of a good, a very close relative of the chairman of that hospital. So many doctors, the cardiologist was inside the OT. It was very beginning. As soon as I finished my Tata, I came to Sholapur and I had joined that. So good, like many physicians were sitting outside in the doctor's room. The cardiologist was there inside the OT, and few surgeons were also there waiting inside the OT. The cardiologist told me that there is no problem with this patient, and you can continue. The ECG were having significant changes, and it was an emergency. There was no waiting time also. So whatever possible time I required for optimization of the blood reports and everything, I started that case. Somehow I was not very happy with the cardiac rhythm that was going on. That I could see on the monitor. And when I was extubating that patient, I realized that that patient is in ventricular tachycardia. So I did not, in spite of patient awake, it was like a patient having ventricular tachya but awake, opening eyes. I had reversed that patient, but I did not extubate the patient. I immediately sedated the patient and I defibrillated the patient, given multiple drugs, and I got revived his heart rhythm. So that decision making at that point, not to extubate the patient in a hurry because patient was not tolerating the tube, but continue with sedation, continue with more anesthetic drugs to keep him calm and quiet, and then extubating after 1 or 2 hours when cardiac rhythm got settled. That was, I think, the good decision making which I did in the early stage of my career, and that gave me a lot of appreciation because it was my beginning of practice in Solapur. The patient was VIP, so as we always say, VIP syndrome had occurred. But then that gave me good name also, as I had it was beginning of my career in Solapur.
Superb, ma'am. Really lovely to listen to you, ma'am. Now we have anesthesiologist viewers also. So, would you like to share three most important clinical pearls or practical lessons from your journeys for them?
First, I think is always you have to stay vigilant in the operation theater. This I think has been taught to me by my Konvilkar madam, that stay vigilant, look everywhere at all the corners of the OT, hear the monitor sound, and remain you. Even the small changes that occur with the monitor sounds can have a big impact. So therefore, continuous attention to the monitors, to all corners of the OT, are extremely important. So be vigilant in the OT. Second, be sincere in your work, because good preparation is needed for anesthesia practice. Careful planning and clear communication with the patient and his family is, and also with the surgical team, that is what is needed in your practice. And third, focus on good perioperative care. It is not only the OT, it is the preoperative period, then the OT, and also the post-operative period. So it is all these three phases are very important. So if you want to learn good practice of anesthesia or neuroanesthesia, it is nothing different. That anesthesia and neuroanesthesia, all the specialties of anesthesia go hand in hand. So it should be vigilant, stay calm and quiet, be sincere, and at the same time be vigilant throughout your case, and take a good perioperative care for that, provide a good perioperative care for that patient. Am I audible?
I think by yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
I think by mistake she's got dropped out.
Yeah, I think Pranjali is. So the next segment I think is Rukaya's.
No, it's mine.
Acha, yes, okay.
So
Rukia is still there. Rukia is still there.
yes, Rukia is
Yeah.
there. We just
Yeah.
had somehow I think we just dropped Pranjali. She's just texting us also.
Okay.
Yeah, net has got disconnected. But anyway, so ma'am, I mean, those are brilliant calls actually that you were just sharing. And trust me, when you were sharing that case of the craniotomy and the way you acted, I think that just gave me goosebumps, and I was like, suddenly, oh my God, I was sitting at the edge of my seat, because yes, that's what neuroanesthesia is all about. Or rather, like taking those decisions, you just have to be very, very sharp and very, very speedy in such situations. So thank you for sharing that example with us. Moving on, my segment talks about you being a teacher, a mentor, an academic leader, a mix of many talents. Dr. Manisha, a journey of thriving in high performance medicine, right from 150 guest lectures to award-winning presentations. Your passion has been continuous for teaching, and besides, we've seen a lot of your photos. You're a very friendly person, and you're very well popular within your friends. We've seen you do a lot of academic initiatives, but at the same time, we also saw you participating in the Sarithon and being, the flag bearer in a lot of initiatives as well. So you just continue to inspire all of us, ma'am. So my first question here is, how do women actually overcome the self-doubt that they have while stepping into larger leadership roles?
Yeah. I think we all experience self-doubt when we start doing something new. So uh, even for leadership role, it happens. Women are no exception for this also. We always think that we always have that feeling of self-doubt about our own capability. But then my advice is not to wait for any opportunity until you feel completely ready or confident, because no opportunity is going to wait for you. No
Correct.
opportunity, there is no perfect moment where you are completely ready to take that opportunity. If you miss any
Absolutely.
opportunity, you will miss a good chance. So have faith in your training, have faith in your experience and your own capabilities. and start accepting small responsibilities and gradually move on to the bigger roles. That is what is needed, because every experience when you are working for the society builds your confidence, boost up your moral. So the more you participate, the more comfortable you will become. It is also important that leadership is not about being perfect. It is not that you should act smartly or you should work perfectly when you are working as a leader. It is
Right.
what counts more is your hard work, your sincerity, your ability to listen to the people and doing best
Right.
for your organization. So I would like also encourage women to support each other. That is what is
True.
needed at this moment. You should seek mentors, learn from those who have walked the same path. That is also very important. You should look at some lady mentors who are pursuing their career, as well as they are practicing, they are looking after the children, they are fulfilling all family responsibilities, but at the same time they are working for societies. So don't self doubt anytime. Start working,
Beautifully
start
answered, ma'am.
putting small baby steps, believe in yourself, accept challenges, and trust that you will learn something, you will grow along with the way. So don't have to wait that, okay, I'll do this, my kid will finish his fourth standard, will give his scholarship exams, then I'll do this, will appear for 10th exams, then I'll do this. Don't wait, because opportunities, if you get an opportunity, enter. They won't wait for you.
Beautifully answered, ma'am. I think I completely understand that, most of the times it's just plain procrastination that happens because, yes, whatever, whether we are ready or not is all in the mind. If you're really ready, I mean, like practice, when you do your MBBS or your post graduation, super post graduation, ultimately it's unless you see the patients, you don't practice, right? That's why it's called as clinical practice. So I think the same thing is, what I can imply from what you just mentioned, that you have to get into the water to know whether you can swim or not. So brilliantly answered on that. And ma'am, we can see that you are also contesting for vice president. So all the best wishes for that.
Thank you so much.
And you, of
Thank you
course,
so
you are a
much.
born leader. So it's amazing to see how you're going on that. So the next question is, as a WFSA mentor, you've been mentoring so many candidates and reviewer also for scientific journals. You're very active in publications. What qualities do you think distinguish a good clinician from a great academician? Because, of course, the books and clinical practice can sometimes be, different.
Yeah, I feel good clinician and good academician. They are the two sides of one coin. So
Lovely.
they do not differ much. They share many qualities together. But what makes an academician stand out is curiosity and desire to keep learning and sharing knowledge. A good clinician focuses on providing the best possible clinical practice and care to the patient. A great academician does that too, but also ask questions, look for better ways of doing things, stay updated with the knowledge that's getting there, evolving there with new evidence, and help others also to learn. So that is a basic difference between a good clinician and good academician. As a WFSA mentor, I would like to share one of my experience. I had a mentee from Nigeria who was interested in neurosciences and neuroanesthesia. So
Yeah.
our mentorship lasted only for a year, but then we are still in touch today also for the clinical practice. Even I am learning from him. Whatever cases he is doing from Nigeria, if whatever experiences he shares with me, even I am learning something or other. What's happening in neuroanesthesia, in neurosciences, in Nigeria. So though our mentorship has formally ended a year back, but still we are continuing to mentor each other. I mean to say, to mentor each
Agreed.
other, and I'm still in touch. And what impressed me is that his eagerness even to learn now also and to ask many questions. He joins many neuroanesthesia webinars. He is interested in joining one of the neurosurgical conference that may happen in Mumbai, because Mumbai it is easy to come. That's what he has
Right.
told me. So this kind of learning is needed for the growth, not only for that individual, but also for that fraternity, for the society also. So one should not hesitate to ask any questions to your mentee or mentor, that what can I do better? or what else I can learn. And this I think is very important. And these things make a difference whether you want to be a good clinician or good academicians. One person cannot become a clinician as well as academician. It is a combination. I told you these are the two sides of
Yes,
a coin. So a
absolutely.
good clinician has to be a good academician. One
That's true
cannot
again.
just
Yes,
do clinical practice without
correct.
knowledge. Without knowledge.
Absolutely. In fact, science is so evolving, as exactly just you mentioned for neuroanesthesia as well. Science is so evolving that unless you upgrade yourself, you just can't be a clinician at all, right? So
Yeah.
academics goes hand in hand, and so forth for clinician as well. That when you're an academician, you need to know what the ground reality is in terms of clinical practice and cannot just be in the books. So that's really wonderfully said. And I must salute your humility, ma'am, the way you said that you're also learning from your mentee, which is such a beautiful relationship of a mentor and mentee. I'm sure he's very lucky to have you along his side. So with that, I come to my last question. Of course, you have won a lot of awards and achievements, accolades. Which one particular holds the most special place in your heart, and why?
Yeah, the most special award that is there still in my heart is that the first prize I received in paper presentation in the year 2000 in our state conference, which was held at
Wow.
Miras Sangli. At that time, there was some slides and projectors were there. PowerPoint presentation was not available, and
Correct.
I had made slides somewhere from. It was not the facility was not there to make the slides in Sholapur, so I had made those slides from Hyderabad, and
Wow.
somehow it was my first experience, and the color combination which I chose for the slides was not perfect. So when the slides were put on the screen, I could see that I'm not able to see any of the slides, neither me
My
nor the
God.
audience. But since it was my first paper presentation, I had practiced so many times like a school children, rattofied bolte na वैसा. So I had practiced so many times that I could present it very well, and in spite of slides not seen to the audience as well as me. And and again, I was surprised that paper got the best paper award.
क्या
And
बात है.
my teacher, Dr. Sushila Shah Madam, she was the head of the department of Tata Memorial Hospital. She was in the audience and she blessed me, and she told me to continue with my academic career. And that is I must say, that is a memorable award. I got 500 rupees as first rank holder for that award. And that note, that money is still there in my,
Kept it. Oh
yeah.
wow, that is really nostalgic.
Well, so I must say that award that gave me some boost that okay, I can do, even if the slides are not there, I can present, I can get an award too. So that was, I think, beginning of my academic career. In fact, my presentations in the conferences and my presentations in the society.
Wonderful. Heartiest congratulations, ma'am. It truly takes persistence to be there, and I think your science backup or expertise actually, nailed that presentation. I'm sure, and people must have been awed by that. They didn't even need to look at the presentation. That's true science representation in actual means. And I must also bring out the point which you just mentioned, and we are so happy that we're connecting with you today. Thanks to Dr. Lotika, because at Vibe also we always think that women should be backing up each other, should be supporting each other, and we love that you also believe in the same terminology and psychology. So with that, thank you so much for answering my questions. Move on to our international partner today, Dr. Rukia from Heathrow. Segment for you.
Thank you, ma'am. And it's been so wonderful hearing from you. And what I have realized is, even if your journey was not as you wanted for it to be, but you have such a fighter spirit. Whatever you take on, then you're like, okay, let me be the best at what I am. And I think you are a great combination of a good clinician and a great academician. So I think you are an absolute best of both. With that, my segment is about the leadership and women in medicine. You are an absolute living inspiration. Matlab, we see you how instrumental in leading not only in anesthesiology but also womanhood with ultimate grace. So whatever you take it up, you just are the best at it. And you're recognized as a strong voice of the ISA. And it's wonderful, that you're also the vice president, like Ritu mentioned to us. So, ma'am, having served as the president, as a vice president, as a secretary, and as an editor of professional societies, what lessons has leadership taught you?
The leadership has taught me about service. It is not
Okay.
about position or it is not about a title. It
Hmm.
is for working for the benefit of our your colleagues and your profession, your paternity. So leadership has
Lovely.
also taught me value of dedication and hard work. Good
Hmm.
results do not happen overnight. They
Hmm.
require commitment, they require sincerity, they require consistency and willingness to work hard, put an extra effort, often behind the scenes. Because these extra
Hmm.
efforts may not be, people look at the result, but these extra efforts are not recognized if you do not get the results. But in spite of waiting for the results, you need to put an extra effort for good results for the betterment of your paternity. Another important lesson is I feel is teamwork. No leader can
Yeah,
achieve anything alone. So
absolutely.
listening to others, respecting different opinions, and working
Hmm.
together are essential for success. My involvement in various professional organizations at city, state, as well as now at national level has also taught me patience, communication skills, and the importance of building relationships. Many of the
Lovely.
achievements which you have said that they are so, you are so, we are so proud that you have achieved this. I don't think they are possible because of collective efforts of my team and strong teamwork. So looking back, leadership has made me a better professional, a better clinician, and definitely a better person. It has taught me that with dedication, hard work, extra efforts, teamwork, sincerity, you can achieve whatever you want. You can make a meaningful contribution to your specialty and definitely to the community, and it will also help you in your own personal growth also.
That it's not just about yourself. When you are appreciating your team being in this leadership roles, I think that says a lot about you as a person. Because yeah, somebody who takes everyone together is the great leader. So I think, yes, that's absolutely wonderful. And discipline, dedication, consistency, doing extra work is where is taking you places truly. Ma'am, but being at these roles take up a lot of your personal time, I'm sure. Not just professional time, but also your personal time. So how do you manage and you balance this professional excellence with personal life? Because typically women go through this guilt cycle. How do you overcome those?
Yeah, that guilt cycle is always there in all of us. In spite of working for the house, working
Ma'am, at
for the clinic,
what age will this get over?
it will not get over. It will continue. It
No,
will
it will
continue to be
continue.
there lifelong. We have to get over that guilt. We have to
Okay,
slowly get over that guilt. And we have to
okay,
slowly build up there. Nobody is going to wait for us. So you need for
right.
that, you need to have good family support. You need to have proper planning of the day. Total proper
Okay,
planning from morning to evening. And on the
okay,
previous evening, you must plan what you are supposed to do the next day. And you should plan that day accordingly, and you must have a positive attitude. So things are required to manage any kind of any kind of guilt that you get to come over that guilt. That guilt is, yeah, I
hmm,
must say that guilt is there all the time. I'm not saying that I am not having that guilt. This moment also I'm having that guilt that everybody is working downstairs and I am come upstairs and I stay on the top floor of the hospital. So
uh,
everybody is working downstairs. I've left so many things and I came here. So that guilt is will be always there in our mind, but we have to come over
right.
that guilt.
And ma'am,
I,
the guilt about, not being there for your family or, missing out on things. And how about that?
See, we are good at multitasking.
Hmm.
We as women are good at multitasking, so we need to have good family support. We have to
Hmm.
take care of everyone, like if there is a mother-in-law in your family, even your family, your home servant, she is of very good help to you,
Hmm.
because you can always ask her, come wait for some time, you do some these
Hmm.
extra work. So you have to get adjusted with your surroundings at your home. You need to tell your
Hmm.
family that you need to this should be uh, explain properly what you are supposed to do. And
Right.
definitely, because you have your own career, you have your own dreams. So if you have
Right.
family support, a good
Right.
husband as a listener, so all, and a good mother-in-law, good family support, good homemade,
Oh,
good people at your home who are helping you in your day-to-day activities. I feel this is possible, because ultimately it is your dream which is achieved through all this extra time.
right.
It is your me time. Rather than watching a movie on Netflix, you are spending some time in your society for the society work. But
Right.
I must say, it should be a hobby. So when you
Right.
are pursuing your hobby, you are enjoying that. You are not feeling
Mm,
that it is something extra you are doing. So the work for
right.
the association or this extracurricular work, I will say, in
Mm,
Marathi, when many of you know Marathi, we call it
uh,
as Lashkaracha Bhakऱ्या भाजणे. All this kind of work is something extracurricular. So this
uh,
Lashkaracha Bhakऱ्या भाजणे should be your hobby. So if
uh,
you enjoy that, then because you always enjoy your hobby, then you will never feel that it is a burden.
right. Actually, ma'am, so after we've started Vibe, and so, people ask us that, how do you find time doing this? But I think we have never felt it like a burden. We've all been enjoying, of course, with support from each other. That if one of us is less active, then other people are walking into the shoes and helping it to cover up. But like you rightly said, it's not just about building the support team at work so that, you are able to reach your ambitions, I think.
See
Right. So,
what good time management you have now achieved. You are speaking from Heathrow Airport, so this is the dedication for your this program. So otherwise, you would have just sat at the airport nicely, looked at and watched all those shops at the airport, but then you are communicating with us. So this is called as dedication. This is nothing else. This is dedication for your own hobby, I meant to say. So you
yeah,
will do that.
planning.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, yes, yes. Thank Ma'am, what message would you like to give today's young women doctors who aspire to seek leadership positions?
Yeah, many of the young doctors, I feel they hesitate, or they and all of them, they feel that this time may not be the perfect for stepping forward. So
Mhm.
my advice is to have confidence in yourself, build your abilities, and accept the challenges uh, as they come, and face them, so that you will learn and you will work hard, stay sincere, keep planning, have good time management. Leadership is not a title, leadership is not a position. It is about taking the responsibility, working with people, and making a positive difference. There will be always challenges in our day to day practice. They also, see, we all are practicing and clinicians, so we are also facing many challenges. So this kind of extra leadership, it also, we need to balance our professional as well as personal responsibilities. So we
Mhm.
never stop our professional practice because of this kind of leadership roles. So that has to go in hand along with your this leadership roles also. So you need good family planning, you need good time management, you need good support, and it is possible to achieve both. So, and the most important thing I feel about ladies is they should not be afraid to speak up. So whenever you
Mhm.
have general body meetings, whenever you have meetings, governing council meetings, you need to speak up, share your ideas, participate in those meetings. And this leadership journey starts only with one small step. And then
Mhm.
it goes like baby steps. So once you start these small steps, then definitely you start gaining confidence after doing small work for your association. And the most important thing is that encourage all the women who are working around you. So when women help each other, the whole society will grow, the entire profession will become stronger. So dream big, work hard, and never underestimate what you can achieve. So that is what I feel. As a woman, you can definitely enter leadership roles and can definitely succeed if you plan your practice, or if you plan your dreams accordingly.
Ma'am, your ideas are absolutely echoing with the vibe. So, we truly love this, what you're telling us, to be there and speak up and ask for your seat and just these small baby steps take you a long way. It was so wonderful interacting with you, ma'am. Over to you, Dr. Lotika, for the next segment.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Rukaya. So now we move on to the next segment, which is the audience ask, in which members of our audience, they share their questions and they ask us. So Manisha, you have a vast experience in anesthesia, neuroanesthesia. But if there was one thing that you could change in the training in India today, what would it be?
Yeah, I feel teaching the students to have a strong clinical judgment is the need of the time, and the student should be trained accordingly. We are fortunate, the students in this generation, the younger anesthesiologists in these generations are lucky to have advanced monitoring systems, sophisticated technologies, and they have that has definitely influenced the patient safeties. However, it is important for all of them, do not become completely dependent on the monitors. Personal touch to the patient care is what that is needed most, and for that you need to have a good clinical judgment. None of the monitors can replace your clinical observation, critical thinking, and decision making. So we should continue to teach trainees how to assess patients, recognize the problems, and make sound clinical decisions whenever required, and those decisions should be based on the knowledge as well as the experience. So my message would be use technology. Of course, these technologies have done a lot of impact on our day-to-day practice, but do not replace it with clinical skills. A good anesthesiologist, I must say, knows how to combine modern technology with strong clinical judgment, and the balance is essential for providing a safe patient care.
Yeah, that's nice. So I know that, of course, anesthesia has changed in leaps and bounds in the last few decades, and yet we find that some young anesthesiologists, they make a lot of mistakes. And what would be what would be the commonest mistake, and how they would be able to avoid this?
The most important mistake I see is they do not give adequate time to the preoperative visit. Many problems can be prevented if we take the time to see the patient preoperatively, talk to the relatives, explain them the complexities of surgery, review the medical history of the patient, examine them properly, and discuss the anesthesia plan, not only with the patient and the relatives, but also with the surgical team. So a good preoperative examination will definitely help to solve many issues, will solve many issues, especially as when you compare with the potential risks that are associated with the surgery or the anesthesia. So a good preoperative patient, good communication with patient's relative, consent taken itself by the anesthesiologist regarding the high risk, and discussing the plans of surgery, the surgical steps with the surgeon is very important. So never skip the preoperative visit. That would be my advice. A few minutes to spend assessing a patient before surgery can make a huge difference for the patient safety as well as outcome. So I feel everyone should see the should not should take care of the patient by seeing them right from the preoperative period. Should not neglect
Yeah,
preoperative visit.
that is true, because sometimes whether they are actually fit, whether they are mentally prepared also, and of course their blood parameters and various things which are there, that are the prerequisite for surgery, whether everything is done properly. And also because they're so anxious at that time, if there's a connect, I think, with the anesthetists before, they probably are little, better and more comfortable with whatever else. So, coming to impact, what would you be like to be remembered? What would be your impact, legacy as a doctor, a teacher, a leader?
I would like to be remembered as a good and successful clinician rather than as a teacher or leader, because
Okay.
patient care has always been my first priority. I'm an anesthesiologist first, then a
Okay.
leader of my society, and then a teacher to my mentees or the students. So the greatest satisfaction in my career, which I have got, is by helping the patient, by helping the patients to go safely through their surgery and seeing them recover well. So that gave me a lot of joy. So I should be remembered as a good clinician rather than a leader or a teacher.
That's true. I'm sure, when you reverse them and they're back and they feel comfortable. Though unfortunately, I think most of the time the patients do not remember the anesthetist or probably even get to meet the anesthetist. But yeah,
That's
it's a
what I'm
very
saying.
important.
That's what I'm saying. The preoperative visit by anesthesiologist, explaining them, telling them your name, meeting them at the end of the surgery, telling them that surgery is over, you are absolutely fine, and then again meeting them on first or second
Yes.
post-operative day is what is going to give recognition to this our fraternity.
True. That's very, very true. Okay, now we'll shift gears. We have our rapid fire. It's called the Pulse of Life. And we now ask you quick questions, which you have to answer in like a word or in a sentence or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, on a long OT day, what would be your preference, tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Always.
Okay, that's nice. So, would you prefer the surgery to be in the morning, or would you prefer a surgery to be late night?
Always morning.
Always morning. Okay, so you are like a morning lark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think you get up. I think all anesthetists probably get up very early in the morning because, like most
Go
OTs,
for a
start
walk.
this.
Go for a walk.
That's all. That's very important
Yeah.
because first you have to look after yourself before
Yeah.
you see any other. So, what would be your favorite holiday destination? Mountains or beaches?
Getting a holiday is a dream, in fact. But then, if you give me opportunity, always beaches.
Beaches. Okay, good. Then, what do you do in your spare time? Do you like to read books or would you like to watch movies?
Movies.
Movies?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's nice. So, what is the one Indian dish that you cannot say no to? What would you love to eat?
Shrikhanda.
Srikhand. Oh, okay.
Now, don't scold me that you eat Shrikhanda.
No, it's okay. You deserve it sometimes. And would you like to, I know you travel a lot, and especially a lot of it is in the car while you're, going for conferences and things like that. So while driving, would you like music to be on, or would you like complete silence?
Complete silence.
Yeah, that's nice. I think it gives you time to think and probably plan what you're going to do or something. So, of course, anesthesia is something that I think you chose, or rather, your life chose for you to become an anesthetist. But what if you had another choice? What other choice would you have if you were not an anesthetist?
I think I would have loved to become a teacher, like my
Teacher,
mother.
okay. Oh, that's nice. So, one word that your students would use to describe you.
Ever smiling?
Ever smiling, yes, of course, yeah. Always ever smiling. And what is the most used phrase that you use in the OT?
Stay calm. Surgeon is operating. Stay
Okay.
quiet.
Yeah. Then what is the one thing that continues to inspire you to wake up every day with the same enthusiasm
God
for
has given
medicine?
me a day more. God
Ah,
has given me this day today more. So I have to work. I have to do whatever He is telling me
yeah.
to do.
Yeah, that is so nice. That was so sharp. That was so authentic of you, and that's what we also as Vibe stand for: sincere, sharp, and authentic. So that was very, very nice. Now I would like to hand over to Pranjali for the closing.
Yes. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Dr. Lutika.
yeah.
And so sorry for the internet issues I was facing,
No, no, no.
got disconnected in the middle. And thank you so much, Dr. Manisha, for your insights and really wonderful listening to you. You're really calm, and while you were talking, I could imagine you in Paithani, and the way you are smiling, you are so beautiful. So, ma'am, as a vibe, we take takeaways from what we have learned from today's session. So, I have learned from you. There are many things, but my main thing, first thing, is calmness when you speak. That is very important. Then, second thing is prioritizing your life. You need to know what you need in your life. Second and most important is opportunities don't wait for anyone. So you grab the opportunities. At the same time, you should not wait like your kid is here, then I'll do it after 10th or 12th. No, you grab the opportunities. At the same time, you do your duties. And teamwork. And the last and the most important thing is overcome your guilt. Don't wait for anything else. Dr. Ritu, your takeaways from today's session.
सब बोल दिया मैडम आपने.
Yes.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
It's just a
But
bit.
yes. But ma'am, truly an honor listening to you. So I would say that for me the fact that you keep learning. I really love the way when you said when you were talking about your mentee and you're still so connected even after your entire mentorship program is done. You were still connected. You are still trying that he comes here, learns, and then the exchange. It's not about just that he learns, but in the bargain you are still updating yourself that what's happening there, what are the kind of cases that he's seeing. I think that is what it takes to be a true leader, and I think that inspires me to also think on those lines. And probably because sometimes I feel that or rather a lot of times when we grow in our life, we reach a particular stage where we feel oh, we know this and we need to teach people, but at that same time we do not stop learning. That is what keeps you going. So thank you for giving us that. And one question, ma'am. I mean, my husband always tells me he's an ortho, but he always tells me, "Kya na teko anesthesia karna chahiye." And I tell him, "Ki baap re, to be with your husband in the OT and get bludgeoned by them all the time. I don't think I could have taken it. How do you manage?"
But that is the only time we spend together.
Oh.
If I would have chosen
Okay.
another specialty, I don't think I would have been able to meet him.
So
We
true.
fight in
I
the
think,
OT. We discuss many important family issues in the OT. So many
ah,
things happen in the OT.
lovely,
But
lovely.
once we are in the OT, means when the surgery is
Yes.
going on, it is absolutely
Of course.
professional. It is absolutely
course.
professional. But many
Of
things,
course.
others I don't think I would have met him anytime. I would have met him at 11 or 12 o'clock in the night. Morning, bye-bye.
I know.
Evening,
True.
good night. That's all.
Absolutely. I've seen how
Yeah.
busy neurosurgeons are.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Would definitely want to love more about your love story someday. But yeah, over to you, Prajli.
Lotika.
Dr. Lotika?
Yeah. So, of course, I really inspired by hearing your, takeaways. A lot of things are there about being sincere, hardworking, all that, grabbing opportunities. But what I liked was leadership. Leadership is not just the title. It's about working for the community and taking your community forward, and that is something which really touched my heart. It was so, and of course balancing professional and personal, and I know how well you balance it because you have a wonderful daughter who's just finished her MBBS and is struggling, or rather preparing for the NEET pre-PG. And yes, that's really so nice. And of course I know that most of the time you are still spending in the OT, as well as so much time you take out for leadership in the field, and so much that you do. I hand over to Dr. Rukaiya for her takeaways.
I'm overwhelmed with all those remarks you have made. I don't think I मैं इतना डिजर्व करती हूँ ऐसा अभी भी नहीं लग रहा है, but I'm overwhelmed.
That is how humble you are.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you come across like this, मतलब पेशेंट आपसे मिल लेना ओटी से पहले तो उसका स्ट्रेस ही कम हो जाए. Your smile, your
Yeah,
aura
true.
is just so calm, and that whole anxiety of the surgery would just go away by just meeting you. I'm sure a lot of your patients must have also told you that. And it just is truly, and even when you are speaking, it is so much from heart, and it's not like, very fancy. It's all like just do your basics, do well. What my learning is that, a plan things before, then you will be able to manage everything. So I think, yes, that is one thing I need to do better at. Also, don't wait for opportunities to arrive, and there is never the right time. So whenever you do it, that is the right time. Start doing early. It's a long way to go. So thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am. It's just so wonderful. Yes,
Thank you so
Kavita.
much.
True, ma'am. I've had such an amazing time this afternoon with all of you and ma'am especially, and she discussing with us her real life experiences. So a few takeaways that I had, just like Dr. Rokia said, when you said no opportunity is going to wait for you, that is so true. And have trust in yourself and your own capabilities. It starts with that. It starts from within itself. It cannot start from external support. You need to believe and accept what you are, and a good clinician has to be good academician. I really resonate with that. So thank you so much, ma'am. Over to Dr. Ritu.
Yeah, so thank you so much, ma'am, once again for your inputs. And before we close, we would like to have a closing remark from you, ma'am. One comment.
It was absolutely wonderful to know you all. We all have, Lotika is already my friend, and you all have become my friend through this platform. I really enjoyed. See, the questions came as a bombarding and bomb to me at around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I was not
It
very
was so
sure
good.
whether I am going to get prepare myself, but then I really enjoyed this session, and henceforth we all are friends
Yeah,
along with
you were
Lotika.
amazing,
We will
ma'am.
remain
We
friends.
love it, ma'am. Thank you so
And
much. We
before we
love it.
close, so we have our signature sign and say,
Oh,
so on the
oh,
count,
right.
say, be the vibe on the count of three, ma'am. 1, 2, 3. Ma'am, like this. Yeah.
Be the
Be the
vibe.
Be
vibe.
the vibe.
Be the
The
one.
vibe.
Be the vibe.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Amazing,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
you.
Loved
Bye,
speaking to you.
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you
Thank
so
Thank you
much.
you.
so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Lotika, for giving me
Bye.
opportunity. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.